tired of his shit. I knew you tired of his shit.
It's for you.
Welcome to the nightmare end of your pathetic little life. I can't kill you, hijo de puta. So Finn is gonna do it for me. Finn's arm is mint.
Wait! Oh! We've got a basement.
Oh, it is the right house. Nice, nice. Distract the dog. Here, snack on this.
Everything fell into place, so he had to go in the free. Gosh, Lee.
Listen to some kids. This is where he buries them. I think he kills them someplace else.
Jesus Christ, yo.
You know the combination.
Oh, fuck.
Her dreams came through. That's the reason why you can't discount this shit now.
It is
And the previous
9:58
homies trained them,
p
helped them.
or a.m.
I'm so sorry.
9:58 a.m. October 18th, 2025.
The perpetrator, known as the Grabber, owned 2 homes. One where he kept the victims while alive, and a second empty home across the street where he buried them post-mortem.
The only one to get it out of there. Only one to make it out. You wanna find out? Act up. You got time for your bitch ass.
Anthony, I'm a fan.
Yo, that was a great movie, yo. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not half about.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
You can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models.
Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
I need police and an ambulance immediately.
What kind of man would let this happen to his family?
And throws him to the floor, and look at how he's beating him in. It's just your mom, bro. What's wrong with you?
Alright, I'm tired of this, bro.
Hey, yo, we jumping.
So we start off the movie in Lagos, Nigeria. Cap got the racism beat out of him. I know he's going crazy with the townspeople, just like this. But while my dog's appropriating the culture, we got this group of terrorists raiding a facility. And you know when there's smoke, one of them is bound to pull up. Man! Falcon carrying Cap into the battlefield gotta be one of the cleanest pull-ups in these movies. You know they had to pull up elegantly, the Avengers committing their favorite activity of blowing up Africans. They spent the whole last movie booming Kaisen at people, and they just like, guess I'll just blow them up again.
Yeah.
I know Nelson Mandela looking down, tired as hell, but they came strapped up, fully prepared, been ready. Scarlet Witch giving my mans an extended vert. It's crazy. Niggas need superpowers just to do what LeBron James do on a regular basis. You are my sunshine. But Cap clearing out these rooms bad. That turned my boy into a dancer. Cap reaches the serum and he realizes that it's gone. But out of nowhere, Black Widow pulls up to stop them in their tracks. And she's actually cooking these folks bad, looking like she's doing the meanest renegade you'd have never seen. But when she's done clearing them out, Crossbones hits a nigga. Started dragging her by the weave, and Widow tries to electrocute him and he goes psych! And throws her into the tank. And the ensuing scene had me crying. This Looney Tunes type scenario. This man Crossbones really said, fire in the hole. Damn. He really about to. And And that's all we get out of Black Widow for now. But in the meantime, Cap's trying to chase down Crossbones like they playing Overwatch. He gotta secure the payload. But Cap gets to the payload and he got hit with the swindle, the switcheroo, the head-ass finesse with nobody currently at the payload. He tries to signal his men, but what is that? A bomb? Yeets that hoe right into the stratosphere. I'm not gonna lie, my boy, that was clean as hell. And he's saving black people? Oh my god, he's a changed man. But I can't even celebrate. This man Crossbones moving like a fan, a freaky ass nigga. I'm gonna tell you. What? Gets the break in Cap's back paws. Got him flying, looking like a straight division symbol. He lands and Crossbones is talking smack. He's like,
Is this nigga serious?
like, look at this shiesty ass dork, man. They be giving this to anybody, bruh. Like, you got little kids at Chick-fil-A hitting a sipping shiest. Like, man, take that shit out. Crossbones is really fighting with crash out tendencies because there is no reality where you should be doing a dual-handed punch. Like, he definitely made that up. This man's fighting with no plan or home training. Anything that comes into his head, he's just like, a great idea. I'm with that. And I knew he was a first-round bust pick when he ate a straight hook and reacted like this.
I like that shit. I like that shit. Come on.
This nigga is crazy.
But Cap's still getting impressed, and you got Crossbones like, what the hell are you talking about? Crossbones decides to take a page out of OJ's book and whips out the knife. And this is where Cap decides to lock in, because he hits him with a weave, crack, and elbow just to detach his weapon. And I love what Cap does here. He's like, get your mouse control out of here. He spawns another, and Cap's like, miss me with that, and puts him down with one kick. He finally takes off the shiesty, and we see him face to face. I'd be mad too, it's messed up what they be doing to y'all, cause what is this? Nigga look half human, half Krang, bro. Get this off my screen. But before he goes out, he's like, Cap, tell Peggy I got next. Wanda with the assist stopping this creeper nigga about to blow up and lifts him into the sky. But sadly, she needed more time in the lab. She never made this shot before. And he explodes in front of the building. Everybody's down there in shock. And I know Thanos somewhere clapping his hands, cackling weeping. He's like, well, they got more food now. And because of this event, the Sokovia Accords get put into place. And if you've seen the previous videos, you know I agree. They were killing innocent people all of Ultron and now want to act surprised that their actions have consequences. I don't agree with some of the examples though, like New York should not be on this list. I don't know what you wanted them niggas to do. Of course people are gonna die. You get Rod Wave to come up on stage, you expect the floor to not cave in? And Winter Soldier wasn't their fault. That was the government. That was y'all niggas. Why you saying that's me for? And to make matters even worse, T'Challa's father got boomed, making him look like that one fish from SpongeBob. Everybody thinks it's the Winter Soldier and they get to chasing Bucky down. And when T'Challa catches wind, he vows,
Hunger is here, and I needed it because my fridge is super empty. I'm gonna open the box. That's the exciting part. Hungry Ruth came through, and my refrigerator.
So the scene starts and we got Captain America in the elevator. And I want y'all to listen up, listen closely, and most importantly, listen carefully. Because this whole movie is gonna confirm that this man is really Captain America. Because the first thing we see this man do is stare right at a brother. My dog has never seen a non-swimmer in an unsegregated area. I know he's loading up every slur in the book. They stop at the next floor and 5 more people walk in. And I want you to tell me which one of the 5 this man decides to look at. Nah. I want you to look at this man's face too. I know damn well y'all never seen this nigga this angry. Like this man, Chris Evans, is too invested in the role. He's from Boston. They all became racist once Michael Jordan was dunking straight cookies on the Celtics for 63 straight points. He was made for this. But after all that, we get this iconic line.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
And then the whole elevator gets the flag on play. You think you can go 5 minutes without Captain America expressing some form of discrimination? Rewind the tape, bruh. Because look at the room. We all know the primary threat is right here. But look at where his eyes lead before he locks in. He looks to his left. And who's on the left? Negro. He looks to the corner. Who was in the corner? Negro. And after scoping out the Midnights, then he looks like, man, I'm about to leave, bro. This nigga was But they finally get to boxing, but I must be overanalyzing because I do not know how half of this room got knocked out. Like, I don't see nor hear a kick, but these 5 niggas just automatically get down on their knees. They moving like J. Cole, copping the plea just off a nigga's aura. But I don't even blame him, not gonna lie. Captain America was doing civilians like this. I wouldn't want to fight him either. But they was doing him like Tiana Trump 7v1, and this man puts a metal slate on his arm like he Kuvera. And they had Cap's arm in the air, and he was trying so hard to put that hoe down. He's not trying to get mistaken as an ally. But once he puts his arm down, he clocks these 2, and then gets to sniffing out the nearest black person he could knock out. Yaga! But he Sparta kicks his fool, stamps this man's neck at him, asking for air! And this man gets left hooked into observing a landscape view of the city. But he throws his bulldozer of a nigga off him, and he gets kicked right back up into the wall. And this man Rumlow is so trash, despite having the advantage in a one-armed ISO, still hits this crazy of a miss. Had that nigga hit the we can do it. But he gets tased in the back, and he elbows Rumlow while being mid-weave. And then tosses little bro towards the camera like these. And look at how he does the black brethren the worst. Breaks this nigga's wrist, got him singing, and then ricochets him off of glass. This man is really one of them fictional characters you do not want to be black around. But he gets himself off the wall and he starts moving diabolical. Throwing regular niggas in the same posture as his shield. Like, why are you always tweaking against regular niggas, gang? Do I have to show y'all Ultron? This nigga will fight you 10 times harder if you don't have powers. And he ends his fight off by smacking Rumlow and throwing him up in the air like a baby. Also, I really like this scene.
Drop the shield, put your hands in the air.
And this is where Cap continues his quest to take down Hydra. Now, there's so many scenes I can talk about for the Winter Soldier, but I'm gonna start with this one right here. When Cap done kidnapped the dog trying to fight it for me. He ain't even wait for me to finish my sentence. He already squabbling. He starts shooting through the V, and Widow just wanted an excuse to put her pum pum on Steve Rogers' face. I know it's no crazy in there, bruh. But they throw him off the car and peep the slide.
That's why he's everything. That's why he's the GOAT.
And then an armored vehicle rams the back of the car, and look at him. Staring him down with straight aura. This is what the MCU's missing. They don't got sauce like this no more. He jumps on the car and straight takes out the wheel. Got him whipping in a Flintstone vehicle. They was cooking him so bad, Cap had to cop the plea and leave the V. Had to claim defeat and leave the Jeep. Had to drop the beat and get in the street. Put the fist up cause niggas disturbing the peace. Stop playing with me, nigga. I'm like that. But while I was distracted by that garbage freestyle, Captain America really thought he could get away with more racism. Because he got all 3 of them on the shield and he's like, sorry Sam, whites only. The racism was so bad the cameraman had to look away. And by the time he turned back, this man is rolling like a bowling ball. Do you see what I'm talking about? We really got a Jim Crow American as an Avenger. And after all that, tell me why I turn around and this nigga got a grenade launcher, bruh. Like, why are niggas just spawning? But he shoots it right at Cap, got that nigga flung. Giving this nigga more airtime than the Wright brothers. And while Cap is knocked out, the Winter Soldier's farming highlight clips on straight side characters. Like he's spawning into easier lobbies just to look cold. Look at him. But he's out there farming his Twitch clips looking clean as hell with a VZ61 strapped to his back. When it comes to aura, this man is top 2 MCU bar none. Argue with your mums. He's out there hawking Black Widow down and she's out there sprinting for her life. And I'm really feeling for Widow. She got a vital artery struck, got her moving like these. You got niggas all around her either crying or screaming. And then you got Sam on the intercom screaming straight Swahili, someone come save her. And they get to boxing. I'm talking. No.
You wash your whole body every day, so why don't you wash your whole mouth?
Listerine, and wash your mouth.
You won't believe what I found on Etsy. Personalized ornaments by Zoe, under $50. Handmade holiday accents, also under $50. And oh, custom stockings by Amy with free shipping. Well, what do you think?
It's so... Helen.
For affordable holiday decor that makes you feel seen, Special starts on Etsy.
You think you can take me?
Nah, pause. Rewind it a little bit. Right there. I'ma keep saying it till y'all understand. Every superhero is a simp. They get 50 plus endurance and boost to all stats, but you have double D's and a booty with a perfect circumference. They had Cap running like Rod Wave chasing a 4-for-4, as if he wasn't having visions of Kobe scrimmages 2 minutes ago. I'm telling y'all, these niggas different. But we gonna get back to it. But they get to boxing. I'm talking straight hands. They was fighting so clean and aggressive, and this man really had Cap in his 1947 and hitting straight parkour. I know after this fight he gonna be talking about some, ooh, my back, with your old ass, man. But the Winter Soldier's out here using his entire arsenal. We only see 3, but that's still bigger than Kid Cudi's entire bag of one singular hit. Once Day and Night finishes on stage, that nigga is frozen. But once Cap clocks him with this mean right, he's all like, oh, we throwing hands now. And they actually get to scrap it. Afro hitting the bring it around town. Head ass. Bop. And once he gets backed up, I saw this. I was like, nah, looking this clean with your accessory. This is the equivalent of posting another nigga's chain when you snatched it. I need Steve to spin back. And he goes right in there and damn! Almost knocked that nigga clean off. I know Spider-Man was in the back taking notes. Y'all gonna see in the vid. And then they really get to the hands. I'm like, yo! That's what I live for, nigga! I'ma go back and give y'all the play-by-play. They was really moving like some elite cooks. And we're getting elite. Everything's getting denied. Call it some bad riz. You're just a friend. You're like a brother to me. I don't see you like that. Yeah, I know some of y'all watching right now just got hit with Korea level flashbacks. Couldn't be me. And then we got Bucky throwing his utensils like he a chef right into the same hand, trying to take his face off. He knows his vision is the greatest attribute to his defense. Goes for the low, deflected. Pushes him off, hits a Millie Rock, clock. Like, this is truly masterclass fisticuffs. I love the game. I love the grind. But sadly, this is where Steve starts to do too much. Because this man got 2 hits just to get his combo off, and then this man ran up his knees. Like, if you don't get your Captain Falcon knee up out of here, nigga, if your opponent is using their knees in any capacity in a fight, there is a 95% chance that they belong in a psych ward. You're fighting a crash out. Because my man did all that, and then Bucky started to get the upper hand, even started to choke him. And look at him. Now that it's you don't like how it feel, huh? Oh, man. Get your ass out of here, what? He triple punches this nigga into the whip and almost takes this man's face off. And this is when this nigga just started doing anything. Cap hits him with a watch out, watch out, watch out. Gets back his shield, and this is where the Winter Soldier showed me that he is one of the smartest niggas I ever seen on the field. Peep game. Now he tries to stab Steve from above, but obviously he blocks it. But this was just a ploy for him to drop the knife into his other hand. And while Steve prepares to dodge the knife strike, him even following through with the attack, it was a pump fake the whole time just for the hook. See, I can feel it. He's cooking. Double pump fake to get a clean right. You don't see plays like this. These some real hands. But Cap flips him over and takes off the mask, and that's when it's revealed that it was Bucky Barnes the whole time. And they would have continued to scrap if Woodrow ain't pull up in the rear trying to take his head off. And then he escapes. He got beaten so bad he actually teamed up with an African. But sadly, Sam don't got a lick of real nigga in him. He the one black friend the white people swear they have. And he gets exposed on all counts. L audio, but I actually forgot to put this in the video real quick. Watch this. Because they walking on the helicarrier and Cap gets snuck. Straight sneak nation. Sam goes to save his mans and Bucky hit this nigga with the dark side. Yeah, it's over, bruh. He's getting it done like a shonen side character. Because he straight yeets him to the ground, rips off his wing, got him moving like Sephiroth, one-winged angel, and decommissions the Falcon in 4 effing seconds. Like, how is that even possible, bro? You making us all look bad. And then we get to this Metal Gear Solid final fight in the helicarrier, and this bit was so tough. I love how Bucky's one of the only people that could use guns and actually threaten these superheroes. Look at the persistence and accuracy with the aim. Straight snuck this nigga with 2 blicks. I like that. And this ain't the only time he greases Cap. He straight breaks his back, no pause. Got him bent. Cap tries to throw the shield back and he's like, man, get that weak shit out of here. And even went in to stab his shoulder blade. I'm telling you, this nigga is him. But it can't be a Captain America fight without some choking. These niggas kinky as hell. And the entire last 30 seconds of this fight is just Cap trying to choke this nigga out. And he is actually successful. Like, congratulations, Cap. Your ratio is now 1-57. But that's how it ends. And we don't see the Winter Soldier up until Civil War. And I'ma see y'all then.
Wake up, Sophie.
It's like, you got coming, please.
Look at you. What kind of man would let this happen to his family?
I'm working on a story about monks. Their abuses of power and privilege are playing out in real time.
How bad is this for us?
Just because you don't want to pay a bill doesn't mean it ain't due.
Yeah, I got the loan for the truck through Navy Federal Credit Union. Can't imagine where I'd be without them.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Can make a 50-minute long essay on this fraud that is Peter Quill. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. This J.R. Smith, I thought we was up. Mr. Mario over here wanted to sell. So, last time, we had Thanos and his goons rolling around the universe like he King Von. He going to every planet snatching they chains. He moving just like this.
Worthless nigga, your gym is mine. Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. He tweaking. The Earth's not so mightiest heroes try to step up to the plate. You have Thanos dunking on Hulk like how Ja did to Wemby. Straight baptized that nigga with no water. Got Loki gasping for air. Like he Lil Baby's career. That's almost over. I don't even know why he decided to drop whatever this is. I can't even call it music. And he sent his goons to New York while he tried to press the Guardians. And you know, when he met the Guardians, Gamora had to introduce her boyfriend. And it went a little something like, can you pass me the pencils, daddy?
What's up with that, you, eh? What's up?
And he traumatizes the Guardians for life and takes away Gamora. Got Peter Quill moving like Kanye. London, I know how you feel. I lost my queen too. And like a habitual cheater, he goes on Operation Get My Bitch Back. And when we get back to New York, Tony Stark, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange really slimed him. Got him celebrating with all 10 New Yorkers that survived this, like...
When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga!
And they decide to take the fight to Thanos, which brings us to this. With the scene starting on a remote planet 5 billion miles from home, what the hell they doing out there? Niggas be everywhere they're not supposed to be. That's why I like cooking with Kaya. Her train got women back in the kitchen. You love to see it. But while they out there, Spider-Man comes down like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, word to my auntie, I just saw Quilly Ray out there. And we left Earth for one day and you already fantasizing about another light skin. You a hornball. I ain't even being horny, twin. I'm being for real. Man, you know damn well you ain't for real. And while they over there arguing, a bomb rolls up on the scene. And I know Peter Parker was straight sick, having flash forwards to the worst day of his life. Green Goblin had his apartment looking like a Fallout map. I would have been in shambles. They all get boomed, and that's when the Guardians bust in the dough. And the Guardians really out there looking cold as hell. Except for Drax. I don't know who let him off the short bus. He really got for brains. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I can just look at this nigga and tell he has nothing in that brain. I know his first word as a baby was "durr." See, a man such as myself, when my parents held me as a baby for the first time, I was like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh my gosh, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say father, fuck, fuck. First I go with
talking about?
And Dr. Strange shuts his lame man up, got his head wrapped like he finna give his life to Allah. And while Drax is over there losing an ISO to a towel, Iron Man and Star-Lord immediately get into their one-on-one fade, no holds barred. This shouldn't even be a close match. Star-Lord is just a fat white nigga with a jetpack like the mobile game, but the movie gonna drag this out for theatrics. They was really going hit for hit before Iron Man shot a missile blocking his path like he a Hall of Fame fridge protector. But Star-Lord taking advantage of every play gets launched back and directly goes to hug Iron Man.
Whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Peter Quill, real life trying to befriend the ops. When we said F-12, that is not what we meant.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
With Iron Man launching him to the ground. But that was just a gotcha, because Star-Lord hits him with the...
Ooh, got his ass.
He's electrified. Hitting him to the wall. And when we get to Spider-Man, he's, oh my God, Billy Ray, get away from me! Nah, I'm crying. The hoe's really scaring him. I don't know why you see a beautiful shorty like this and getting scared. Like, you clearly seen worse. And hold on for a second, because I gotta be honest. I'm a Tom Holland defender. I love this nigga. I think he's a great pick. But every time I make one of these videos, it gets so hard to defend him. Because tell me what, after Peter ties her up, Quill sneaks him with a dual-legged kick and starts...
There we go.
You hear, just like Harvey Firestone did over 100 years ago, you hear the call. What are you gonna do? Firestone, those who answer the call of the vagabond.
If you truly think you have what it takes to slay the Dark Dragon, prove it. Play it day one with Game Pass.
So the scene starts and we see the Avengers in their prime. Back when Hulk wasn't hit with post-traumatic smoke disorder, back when Thor wasn't built like queso and he could actually walk through buildings without collapsing, and back when Captain America wasn't pushing Hulk status. I'm seeing all of them tweak and I'm like, damn, who y'all going up against? A Golden State Avengers? No, Cap sold ass saw the Bleacher Report edits on Facebook and he was like, oh nah, we gotta go. But in all seriousness, all 6 Avengers are out there tweaking for humans. And I'm actually appalled at this point. First the Fraud League and now this. I can't even get a minute in these videos without some BS. Like, I know they got the Tesseract, but bro, where's the army? You could have got this whole mission done with Iron Man alone. Like, imagine clocking into work only to see Thor and Hulk at your doorstep. Like, y'all are so unserious. Look at Cap. Just destroyed a Jeep Wrangler with a motorcycle, bro. Y'all are just bored. Even the Hydra leader knew he was gonna get cooked. He was in there talking about some no surrender, only to turn around and be like, take Allah. I'm turning myself in. I'm not doing this. And the boss is like, you know what time it is. We have to deploy the twins. You want me to deploy the twins when they got 6 of them? No, we're leaving. But they look over to them and the twins have already disappeared. And this is when we get introduced to them. Hawkeye's out there shooting snipers and one of his arrows gets blocked. My man turned around and he was like, nah, no way on that ass. Has to be the lag. This man really think he lagging in real time. I'm so sick. Hawkeye tries again only to get hit with the knocked right into the floor. And this is when we get introduced to him.
You didn't see that coming?
Quicksilver. And to be honest, I don't even know if I want to call this man Quicksilver. Because if you just compare this man to this...
If I could save time in a bubble.
Not even close. But trust me, I'm going to get to this Frosted Flake bobblehead goofy. He sprints off, allowing for the sniper to be like, ooh, got his ass. And blinks Hawkeye. And he hits the floor screaming on the intercom. This shit hurt, dog. Help. Help! Hawkeye, we can't take your ass nowhere. These regular niggas, gang. This is home court.
Man, you can't do shit with this nigga.
Man, my fault, man. You gotta take his ass back to the jet.
With his trash ass.
And even though they overprepared, they had to lose one of the strongest members they had to bring back Hawkeye. Why are you on the team? It's like these groups always got that one member that will always sell. Yes, I'm looking right at his black ass. While all this is going on, Stark unlocks a secret door. Captain America takes down the Hydra leader only to get snuffed by Scarlet Witch, and they put Widow on Hulk duty. Again, you couldn't convince me they needed him outside for this. You brought out the Hulk to clip niggas with Glock 19s? The Sokovia Accords was right, y'all niggas are wildin'. But Black Widow approaches the Hulk, and with one touch, she got the Hulk spazzing. This man is just like you niggas around the hose. You get a 10 out of 10 with some white toes lathered in Chanel perfume, they gonna have you like this. When we get back to Tony and Scarlet Witch got this man tripping. He was getting flashes to Thanos' drip arc with captions like these, it'd get anybody tweaking. Man hit that, this ain't crisscross, you can't jump me. Put that Stark's old ass in an aneurysm trying to understand that one. And after seeing all that, Stark is like, nah, but you're just going to let him take it. Shh, it's gonna do the thing. What thing? Bro, what is you doing? So the Avengers, after a hard-fought battle of fighting regular niggas, decide to throw an entire party for their victory. But before they get lit, Tony Stark and Bruce Banner create Ultron. And Ultron starts surfing through the internet, and he sees everything. So we get back to the function, and we immediately see some niggatry. War Machine out here capping for the hoes. And I pull up, push this Matt Murdock nigga to the side, go to Kingpin, and I'm like, newsflash, buddy, I'm the War Machine, and knock his ass out. My nigga, you did not say that shit.
Oh, I'm saying that Matt Murdock nigga sound colder than you.
To War Machine in 4K, he's just like them NBA players when they in front of Taylor Rooks. She's so fine, she not only got niggas capping, she got my boy Grant cheesing for dear life. Look at him. Yeah, that brother's star. Got Bruce and Natasha flirting only for Cap to be like, you're cooked. What are you talking about? She a bop, my nigga. And then he put him on to the bop lore. Got my man's falling to his knees like he's dirt. And they even try to lift Thor's hammer. I know when Cap came up, Thor was shit in bricks. His whole legacy was on the line. But all this gets interrupted by Ultron. With no drip, no aura, no sauce. He really pulling up like this and he's still looking for smoke. This repugnant ass nigga. Like you so unserious, I'ma play the mini boss theme for you.
It's our time.
The fight breaks out and everybody starts getting active. Everybody except for the Falcon. And I know he was here. I can see this armed ass nigga from anywhere. But the moment it's smoke, he leaves. Like I know he's up to something. Just take
Also, tell Thor here, bitch, I am not the female dog.
And after that run-in, the Avengers really start pressing Tony Stark. But Tony the type of nigga to stand on business. Even 1v5, he is still 10 toes down. Walking up to Thor talking about something. Yeah, you got 4 movies and 3 of them smell like Taylor Swift. Let's really talk about it. And then we got Bruce Banner over here like, come on, man, we're gonna go band for band with a god. And this man had Tony Stark hit the, I know, you not talking. Got my nigga hitting the brawn. He's on everybody's top today. And he was really out here frying this man.
Big coat ass, they lid ass, they little nose ass, they little chicken ass.
And then Captain America's like, look, you can't build something like Ultron. If there's an alien threat coming, we will fight together. And if we lose, we'll do that together too.
Oh God.
Flag on play, this nigga is capping. Only did he beat the brain cells out of Tony Stark just for avenging his parents. This man Iron Man was stuck on Titan with a grand total of 4 dumbasses and 1 actually good fighter. What did Cap have? Everybody else. Really a for self-ass nigga. When we get the real Ultron meeting the twins, and these MCU villains stay talking in IG captions.
Equally close to God.
This nigga's spitting right now. Even though this man is talking clean, unlike Thanos, he doesn't know when to stop. He could have just left it at that, but he continued to yap for another 3 minutes. Like my dog. Nobody's reading that. He gets the twins and makes sure when the Avengers pull up, he is ready. But the Avengers pull up to the low and Ultron's just like,
great, they're here. Play my trap music.
And they start getting active off rip. They get to boxing and he holds Iron Man on wake up pieces. Like, damn, that shit be knocking the wind right out of your system. We get our first Quicksilver moment, and this is why I told you this nigga's a fraud. Because we get this scene, and all he does is chin-check Cap, looking like he's charging up the meanest water hose at a lunchroom table, and grab Thor's hammer, only to get knocked out. Like, bro, this was OG Quicksilver? Half of these niggas get it done like this. Saddest fall off of all time since Bruce dropped nobody off. I'm crying. We get to Captain America and quick! What is this nigga about to do? Choke metal! You legitimately cannot save this nigga at this point. Like this man still thinks it's a 1950s just cause it worked on Peggy don't mean it worked here. The Scarlet Witch is tired of sitting on the bench, and she gets to work. Started putting all the Avengers on that grabba straight leaf. Got him hallucinating, made him think Cardi was actually dropping an album. Nah, you're still dreaming, my boy. And she gets all of them down except for Hawkeye. The only time this nigga actually cooked. But Iron Man finally chases down Ultron only for him to hit this.
Bro, you niggas are so stupid. You niggas ain't bringing Hulk anywhere. Look where he at.
Did he just suplex a nigga at Bojangles? Scarlet Witch hit that man with that gold and he starts wilding. He's doing niggas like this. Oh my word. I'm watching this jog to the floor. This nigga's a threat. I'm watching this man spaz out like he off 3 perks and straight acid. Geek hard? Nah, y'all geek atrocious, nigga. What happened to my pants? Man. That brother is lost. But Iron Man was finally tired watching this man crash out, and he spawns in the Hulkbuster.
Alright, so we got the Hulkbuster Iron Man versus the Unincredible Hulk. So it starts off and Bruce is out here wilding out more than usual. Look at his eyes, look how red they are. Got Zod and turned him into a gremlin. He chucks the car at Tony and then shoulder checks him away. The fight just started and the property damage in this area is already insane. Taxes finna rise crazy. The Avengers doing their noble job of keeping everybody broke. Iron Man then grabs Hulk by the head and drags him through the concrete. Hulk can already only speak like 2 words at a time. Now he'll be fully illiterate. Makes it easier for Tony, to be honest. Instead of hands, he could just defeat him with a complicated math equation. That what's 2 + 3 finna bust his ass. Hulk kicks Iron Man away and then runs in just to get thrown into a truck. And the Avengers be so unserious sometimes. Hulk is 8 foot, 1,000 pounds. You cannot miss him. But Tony's looking around like, damn, where'd he go? Wonder if he's hiding underneath that car. As Tony's looking to see which bad bitch he gotta call to calm this motherfucker down, scrolling past She-Hulk with a quickness, Hulk impales his arm and starts ripping his armor off. Stripping a dude you beating up is a different level of beef, but Tony's able to turn his arm, bopping Hulk away. Luckily, Tony has an extra arm, so as Hulk is charging in, they meet knuckle to knuckle with a punch, sending shotguns everywhere. They decided not enough destruction and pain has been caused to innocent people by their heroism, so they continue as Iron Man pins Hulk to the ground and starts turning his brain from a peanut to peanut butter, straight headshots. Hulk feels the intelligence being knocked back into him at this point and he can't have that, so he stops Tony. But he gets his arm sucked in and he's trying to pull it out but can't. Iron Man really his pops, dragging him away like a badass little kid. Hulk then punches Tony, causing him to lose control, crashing into the building. Then he comes out of absolutely nowhere, hitting Iron Man with a right but gets pinned up against the wall, and has some of Sexy Red's breath sprayed in his face to try to knock him out. But Bruce was in the She-Hulk show, he's used to being around shit that stinks, kicking Iron Man away. And as Tony is trying to save people, Hulk is just like, man, fuck them Africans. No wonder he was so quiet in Wakanda. Bro was scared this footage might have leaked, getting kicked away and then slammed on top of the head with the elevator into a disgusting right hook. And I thought the fight was over, but nah. Hulk still got more rage for no reason. Tony tried to fly away, but Hulk jumps on his back, and as Iron Man is trying to fly up and away, Hulk is just decking him in the back over and over and over and over again. They eventually get all the way up into the sky, and Tony starts dangling this man by his foot. Not just that, but flies over a construction site, dropping him. And if that wasn't enough, just to make 100% sure we do as much damage as possible, just to still not stop him, Tony shoots missiles and flies through the building, pushing Hulk all the way down, having the entire thing collapse on the 2 of them. In hindsight, Thanos retiring this man in 20 seconds is very, very impressive, because it took all of this and it still didn't stop Hulk, because he gets right back up. But there's GP with this.
And after such a generational loss, after the Avengers beefing with their thoughts because of Scarlet Witch, and Hulk dealing with the fact that he ain't invited to no more cookouts, the Avengers at this point have lost all their aura. Any kids coming up to them at this point gonna be like, ain't y'all the niggas that lost? Embarrassing! And the Avengers, after such a loss, cower up in Hawkeye's house in fear, only for Nick Fury to snap them out of it. There is no way y'all the same niggas I built up. Y'all are trash. I want you to notice how the most useful Hawkeye has ever been is when y'all wanna hide like some bitches. Y'all are cooped up in this whole ass nigga's house. Tee up. And after that scolding, the Avengers finally tee up. And the Avengers split up into two groups. One headed towards the lab, and the other chasing down Ultron. They need to stop him from getting away with a new android and vibranium. That shit is made out of KSI's forehead. If Ultron upgrades, it's over. We get to Cap, and we're not even 10 seconds in his scene, and he already destroyed an innocent person's life. No amount of saving 15% off on car insurance is saving them for this. They're cooked. But Cap hops on the truck, and him and Ultron get to squaring off. And I'm not gonna lie, Brody's moving clean, hitting this kickflip on his own shield. Hit him so hard, Ultron started hitting this.
You make sure you don't come back, Bumble God.
Did you just change that nigga's accent? It doesn't even matter, he's still getting me help. Bro finally got a taste of his own medicine. It's about damn time. But these are literally the worst heroes we have ever seen. We got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver saving more people than the veterans of this shit. You got Natasha real life speeding on stairwells talking about some meet me what? And Captain America's even worse, using the vehicles of niggas that are still driving just to get this action movie ass shot. Like, what type of heroes are you? Look at this nigga! This nigga's whipping in these! I literally can't believe it. They got the worst heroics I have ever seen. But Natasha steals the droid and Ultron escapes, allowing for the Avengers to reconvene at the lab. They get back to the lab and Tony Stark's ignorant ass builds another robot. How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Stop! We get a small tease of Civil War with this scuffle right here. The scrapping was quick and to the point, but it was not nothing serious, cause even Hawkeye got a cold ass moment. Up against Team Quicksilver of all people, that's how you know they wasn't boxing for real. And while they boxing, we get Thor pulling up with this clean ass pull up. I'm like, damn! We gotta play some shit on that! Thor uses his powers to awaken the android, and he awakens in the coldest way possible. And this is where we get introduced to Vision. And sadly, Vision's part of a pool of characters where his introduction is cleaner than his entire time on the screen. This man getting the Thor cosign, that's big dog. Talking about how the Mind Stone's the strongest thing in the universe. Vision can't fall into anyone. I don't know about that one. This nigga got stabbed one time and he was useless for an entire movie's length. So one of y'all niggas lying. But Vision left a fantastic impression, holding Thor's hammer with no effort and had the whole room silent. Just like if Kid Cudi was on stage performing. I'm not seeing enough movement. And nigga. But before we move on, there's a scene that I have to talk about. Just listen to this.
We're gonna get real simple real soon.
Bro, what the are you talking about? We're trying to press V. I've truly seen it all. Man, let's get to the final battle, bro. I'm sick of this, bro. So we get to Sokovia, and the final battle is officially underway. And the Avengers are actually doing their job in saving people. You would think this is a great thing, but the KD ratio these niggas have picked up in this movie is egregious. They're not coming back from this shit. But once they start fighting all these bots, Ultron decides to do it to them. He drops a top 3 MCU monologue.
See the beauty of it? You rise only to fall. You Avengers are my sword, and the earth will crack at the weight of your failure. All you do means nothing. When the dust settles, the only thing left in this world will be metal.
Oh, we meant actual metal? Oh, shit. I thought he meant music. I must still play that shit, though. But they're out there real life scrapping, using team moves and all. Shit look mad entertaining. I wish we had a game based on this. Oh, shit. And for the first time in this entire goddamn movie, there's a battle where they should actually be bringing the Hulk. And this little yell he does before he runs off is so cold. Peep this.
Now go be a hero.
But Thor was out there cooking a little too crazy, and Ultron immediately got to hate it. Nigga, did I just get you trying to be something? The moment he's actually a good hero, and grabs this man for an ISO, and for an entire hour, this man is getting his shit cooked. Just cause he was too clean, niggas will come out of nowhere just to hate. But there is so much that happens in this final battle, I'm gonna have to speed run through a lot of this. While the other boxing, Quicksilver gets shot by a bullet. I'm telling you, this is not my goal whatsoever. Thor, after getting fleeced by Ultron, my man hasn't moved in 10 minutes, finally gets saved by the Vision, holding his hammer and all, and literally wipes Ultron's existence off the internet. Told y'all in the pull-up video, this nigga has hands. And you seen it too, right? I'm not tripping. He got domesticated by the white woman and became ass. and we get this full-scope Ultron warfare with this incredible widespread shot.
Oh my god.
Nah, rewind this whole because he really thought I was gonna let him slide. This man is so useless. The only thing he can do against super-powered organisms is throw his only weapon. What is this nigga gonna do? Throw hands? Man, wouldn't that be a sight to behold? Avengers Mightiest Hawkeye. Round 1 knockout by 3 pieces of tinfoil. Y'all thought the Hawkeye slander was over. Nah, I am not done. The Avengers are heroes. Saving people gotta be within their top priorities, right? And this man, one of the original 6, can't even save a child in the face of terror. This man was saving him and froze up once he saw smoke. Only got saved at the expense of Timu Quicksilver's life. It's like the old saying, ass flocks together. How are y'all this sorry? You know what, bruh? Y'all got it. I popped a vein against Cyborg last week. I am not doing that again. Tired of watching this dog-ass 2-piece of trash, garbage, punk, funk, doodoo-ass nigga. I'm truly done. Please get him off the team. If you need a nigga with aim, I got you. So the final battle wraps up with Ultron getting jumped. Hulk gives the fade away to Scarlet Witch so she can get back for her trash-ass brother. Sokovia gets destroyed by the only 2 good Avengers. Vision destroys the last Ultron, and the Hulk goes away for some reason. Something like that, I don't even know, bro. And thus ends the last time the OG6 have fought together. I'm done with these niggas. I'm out.
is now streaming on Paramount Plus. How long you people? Rated PG-13.
Build their world with Frisco by Chewy. For perfectly priced, never-ending joy. At Honest, we believe delicate skin deserves clean, conscious romance. Essentials are hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested.
I shop for a lot of the same things. That's why I like Pays, the online checkout from the same banks and credit unions I already use. Same cards, ready to go right here. Same confidence, because my actual card numbers stay hidden from the store. So it's easy to be the same great me, because Pays is built for how I shop.
You mean for how we shop?
As long as it's on sale.
Dad.
Pays, online checkout offered by banks and credit unions.
Oh my god. Wait, bruh, there's an influencer. Who does, bro, I gotta find it. There's an influencer who like literally does songs in different artist voices, and it should be so fucking funny when he does Trey songs.
Ooh, you gotta be like this. You get what I'm saying? You from Baltimore? Stop.
I think that there's a lot of potential here. That could have been records. Not that much.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
The nigga on the far left got a coochie.
So this is a. I got a Gucci, a Gucci, a Gucci, a Gucci, a Gucci, a Gucci. Yo, amazing. I'm proud of you guys. It felt like we got somewhere. Wow, what a group. That was deep.
Shut up!
You know what it is? I ain't gonna lie. I know how you feeling, why you feeling this way. Finish your song. As soon as she starts singing, Ray J told her to shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie. It's time to get on the ground.
I got a Gucci, a Gucci, a Gucci, a Gucci.
I thrust. Leave your
ego.
Yeah, all that ego out. So this one goes.
Is that a real exercise? That's
Yeah, that's real. My dad is a vocal trainer. Okay, he's trained me, he's trained Randy, he's trained all the stuff.
Another one?
So
Another one.
I'm taking what he's taught me.
I got the bowl ready. You feel me? But I'm still about to go take
and
another
I think
one.
it's going well.
Is it because the voice comes from the lower back or is it the hip?
It's the lower back and then it's like the crack
So I'm
muscle.
singing from right here to the pelvis?
No, you're singing from the pelvis and then the inside crack muscle.
What the fuck are they doing?
This is definitely cleaner than the other one. The other ones, you can see the sex. I'm about to say, I've got on regular Zero build. You can play that Bliss bitch if you want the quick up version.
Look.
That bitch still kind of bad, but that X will be red. I ain't gonna lie.
And I think it's going well.
Is it because the voice comes from the lower back or is it the hip?
It's the lower back and then it's like the crack
So I'm
muscle.
singing from. Oh my god, I love that dude's video so much, bro.
First of all, I just want to let y'all know I fuck with Trey Songz, but I'ma just let y'all know, man, Trey, look, this what he do.
That's what they be saying in the comments. They're like, now why you do Trey like that?
These are some things that Trey Songz say out of his own mouth. I didn't say it. Trey said, I never can speak. I bitch.
And you can unplug that bitch if you need to, because that bitch is fully charged.
I lost my homie, no food and more friend and fun. We never did it. Oh, I never tell you what we could have been. You know what we could have been. This is the last time. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna just be fine. One last break of the way you put it down. I see you going down. It ain't right, but you don't trip. Here's what down your tips. You gotta stay true, cause deep down I'm still a dick. I don't wanna come to you. No, let's get it together. I'm gonna be on the sofa, how I feel. Baby girl, make it love, baby. Make it love, baby. Used to see my body baby girl, you are a star. You really are. Baby girl, you are a star. If I say the last time, even though it's right, I know your favorite is the kitchen. Ooh, your side. Oh, baby, no.
That bitch looking bright.
No, you singing from the pelvis and then the inside crack muscle. Did that.
But then
Pretty sure if I probably would have had the system a little bit closer right there, it probably would have been way better, but this song good as hell.
This lesson is called the garden. Now drink, but don't swallow. Don't swallow. Oh, wait. Let's put that. Let's do it.
Yo, Rob! Okay.
Oh, you can't breathe.
You know something wrong here. Ray J looking at you like you're crazy.
Let's just wrap it up, guys.
Put a band. Now you put a band. Now we put a band. Now you put a band.
That's another reason why I prefer that blitz shit. Because it be a certain game where I can make it all the way to the end on that regular shit, but you automatically gonna make it to the end on that blitz. Unless you just really trash.
Classic that a lot of y'all might not even know about, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is a YouTube.
Want to hit this bitch to focus, or you want to let them gummies do his work? Time is 10:54. Yeah.
Oh my god, classic.
From Fitzgerald, and every answer leads to another question. You can just ask Google to help take you into the mind of the author, where you can search for answers until you leave no stone unturned. And then get to writing. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Harbor Freight.
Unlike Robitussin DM, Gelsum Liquid offers 12 hours of cough relief all day or night. Cough prices are free.
Dr. Squash is made with real ingredients derived from nature. No phthalates, no parabens, no synthetic cleansers.
$7 for a coffee? Nah.
$7 for a coffee? I'm drinking that shit.
Oh my gosh, that is a classic, bro. That is a classic.
My boy, you right, nigga. You doing your thing, nigga. Hey, chain shot. Good to see you, bud. It's your last stop, bud. Sad to tell you, man.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
At the end of the day, man, you did your thing. So,
Hey, take this thing with you.
and with me respecting the street, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, I was gonna say shout out Drewski, but goddamn. Hey man, good shit, man.
Not surprised by that. To be honest.
On the next episode of Could Have Been Us.
No, let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
Oh, that's perfect timing.
Could have been.
Texas Tech has one of the best all-around teams. They're good on defense. They're pretty good on offense. I know their starting quarterback may not play, but the other guys play pretty well for them. I like Texas Tech.
To your note about the backup quarterback, Will Hammond, he's a dog. He's starting, obviously he's the backup in, conversation on depth sheet, but he's very good at ball. I think Texas Tech continues this miraculous NIL transfer portal era that they're currently having.
Yeah, I'm riding with you, pal. Taking Texas Tech, but it's not just about the offense. I feel like I'm one of the best
Jelly roll?
offenses leading right now, actually, point-wise. But I'm taking Texas Tech because I think that defensive line, Kevin, I'm a Titan fan. I think it's going to
feel like Jeff Simmons and Devontae Smith all day.
I love that. I see that.
Yeah,
I see that. And I'm with you on that logic because Sam Leonard comes back for Arizona State. Everybody thinks it should provide a spark. But I think that Texas Tech defensive pass rush led by Bailey, they are legit. I go Texas Tech, and we're set up again. Set up again.
Johnny, this ain't good.
Champions. Kenny Dillingham.
You're tough. Like you. Who you got?
I tell you what, this graphic isn't going to look like the last graphic, because I think that Jack Kelly is going to be the difference in this game for BYU. I'm going with the Cougars and their quarterback, Darren Bachmeier.
You know, I think that I talked about BYU being an old-fashioned team, and most teams are built to be old-fashioned teams. They're built for the spread. But Utah is built to be an old-fashioned team, so I'm taking Utah in this game. Tom Whittingham, head coach of Utah, is an old-school guy. BYU alum, actually. He's 11-5 against BYU. I like what you're doing. This is the Quakers versus the Soakers here, okay? Different levels of laying around and potentially with each other and beside each other. So give me the BYU boys at home after a speech the night before. Heaven is blue, hell is red. That's what that BYU Mormon just said. Ooh. I don't know how to top that, but I'll start by saying I already know who won the Holy War. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. But heaven's explosivity, and I'm taking BUI today, boys.
BUI,
BYU as well, and I think it has everything to do with their ability to stop the run. If Devin Daniel doesn't have the ability to set up play action, I think that offense struggles. And I think today BYU's defense stopping that run, the physicality, Des, you talked about line of scrimmage game. I like BYU here.
Yeah, that's feeling really good about that pick. Yeah, feeling really good. LSU and Vandy. Diego Fabio on the show earlier, man. Just love this kid's confidence. I believe that this team right here is destined for greatness, and they're going to beat LSU. I'm going Vandy.
Crazy.
You know, I think at some point in time, LSU's going to get it together. I mean, they have too many talented players. They got a really good defense. They've got a lot of talented, skilled players on offense. You know, they got a really experienced quarterback, and that's why I got to go with LSU on this one.
Thank you. Real nigga.
Excuse me? Have you ever picked Vandy? I don't think so, you know. It's just hard for me to recognize the fact that they have elevated their program the way they have. For so many years in the SEC when they were the only easy out. They're not an easy out anymore, but it's just harder for me to digest that. And I'm proud of what Diego has done down there. And obviously, it's good for all the ball whenever another institution runs, especially in the beautiful city of Nashville, Tennessee. That place is electrifying. Game day implications in this game are huge. We might be heading to Music City next week, depending upon the outcome here. Give me Diego Pavia.
Pavia.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
That nigga is shit. You might lose. Fuck.
So let me tell y'all that Diego hype train is real. It's been real. He has the eye of the tiger in him. He is kicking ass and taking names today, boys. I'm taking them. And it's Andrew down.
Fuck you.
I agree. Mike Clark Lee built a program. Diego Pavia gets a lot of the attention, but this is a team that lost at Tuscaloosa. They've had an off week to get ready for this game. This is probably the biggest game that's been in Nashville in a long time. They're favored over LSU at home. That says it all. I'm going with the experts. I'm going Vandy. Find a way to get it done at home.
It kicks off in just a couple of minutes. Washington and Michigan.
All the one in no game is Nick on the board, man.
I think they bounce back against Washington today, but Washington covers, Michigan wins.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Washington. I just think Washington is maybe the next best team in the Big Ten besides the Big Three. And Michigan's defense did not play as well last week as what I thought they were capable of, and they weren't able to run the ball like I thought they would be able to. So I'm going to go with Washington with this. I feel like Michigan's like this, and last week they were like this. So that means they should be like this week. So give me Michigan. That's what I think. There's inconsistent, I think, on who they are and what they are, but building for the future. Michigan, I don't know. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I shouldn't say so national TV. This came down to the battle of the growers. I'm rapping Michigan, baby, so we're going to put Michigan up there. There we go, Michigan, man. It's the favorite place to protect your recreational activity in America.
Boy, this is a tough one. Coach, I'm with you with Lamont Williams, his playmaking ability and what he can do to any defense. Michigan did play great defensively a week ago, but it is a game that's back in Ann Arbor after a disappointing loss. It's now or never for Michigan. They've got to win this one at home, and I think Bryce Hunter makes the play late.
Nick's on an island.
Again, this is kind of a wrong
this is great for you.
SC and Notre Dame, a game that should be played every season forever. Who wins this? This is no brainer. This is my super dog. Go Trojans, fight on.
Look, I think Notre Dame losing to two very good teams by very close games the first 2 years of the season. First 2 games of the season may still be one of the better teams in the country. So I'm going with Notre Dame.
Since the 2 losses to Miami and A&M, they won every game by like an average of 30 points or something. They've been on a tear. I think they know who they are, and I think they get a huge win.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, you need to do that. But you know, now the Bug Blast thing, that Bug Blast is bullshit. I don't know if they up that bitch since the update, but that Bug Blast is bullshit. It don't even work on bugs.
This game heavily favored the rest of the way. And UNC, Coach talking about which team can be in the Big Ten. We know about Oregon and Indiana and Ohio State. What's that next team? SC wins this one.
Bama don't like each other, call each other low down, dirty, snitches sometimes. Who wins Tennessee or Bama? Very physical, but they have one loss. The FSU is not a conference, so they still have everything ahead of them. I like Alabama against Tennessee today.
I think this is 2 very explosive offenses, and I think this is going to be a really high scoring game. But since we're playing in Tuscaloosa, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, just because. Just because it's playing on absolutely.
Me personally, I go with the revolver. That hand can't win. Me personally.
I think that continues, and I believe the Bama boys will be sparking up the Stogies at the end of this particular game. It may be the best rivalry in the entire SEC. Best SEC.
I have dreamed of the day that I got to meet the legendary Coach Nick Saban, so I can look him in his eye and tell you that my family respected and admired you just as much as they hated you. Because my father was a Vanderbilt fan, and the rest of that house bled orange. They're in Tuscaloosa, but the rest of the world wishes they were down in old Rocky Top. I stand here today saying the Tennessee Vols pulled the upset in Tuscaloosa, baby.
You gotta be so extra.
The Tennessee Vols are ready. Heupel's not gonna let us down. It's feeling like the late 90s in Knoxville, baby. All due respect. Good stuff. I'm going down.
Oh yeah, you stay there long enough, they'll bless you with loot.
The dogs are Rocky Balboa. They've got to get a few swings of their own blood before they find out how hard they can get in and keep moving forward. Both teams following the creed that there is no tomorrow.
I believe everything's at stake. Get you a chance to be near the top of the SEC. So like what you do. Just ready to prove where we are right now in the state.
They got to see us. You make them remember coming in the state to play your game. No picks from Kirk calling the game. Who wins? We had Kirby on the show. He had this look.
Jen loved her game plays. Then Brad showed up with game riddance and beads. They fixed their sense.
Thank you. Fuck. I'm about to get mad for a second.
It's a game of action. We talked about jumping them off the bus, yes? Yes, sir. So we take the first act on this field today. Then it becomes a game of response. Let's be proud of how we respond. Everything we need is right here. It's all within us and among us. And we'll get what we want at the end. Make sure we keep the mission in mind. What's the mission? Make sure we stay in the present. What do we say to stay in the present?
TCU and Baylor or Arizona and Houston? Baylor and TCU.
On the toss, they elected to defer. So, Jesse, that means we say hello to Garrett Nussmeier, who, when you start putting
the Nuss Bus
all time, he's racking up a pretty good career, don't you?
Yeah, he's in his fifth year, Joe, and he's a prototypical pocket passer. Gets it out quick, he's accurate, throws well under duress. The issue, though, this year has been decision-making. He's thrown 5 interceptions. He's lucky he didn't throw a few more, and I think in this game against what is an aggressive Vanderbilt defense, he's got to be very disciplined with the football and make good choices.
Now, he tweaked his ankle last week, but played through it. They don't feel like it'll be much of a factor today. It is tape time.
That's Duke and Georgia Tech. Duke and Georgia Tech, LSU, LSU Vanderbilt. What is that for? Watch. Okay.
Big weapon, especially in the red zone. Nick Rinaldi, linebacker, big on third down. C.J. Hurd for Vanderbilt, a human heat-seeking missile playing the safety position.
Nick Rinaldi for Vandy. Massachusetts on the gun, who is great effort winning ways here.
I'm taking another gummy at halftime. Yeah, LSU halftime. Kill this pack today. I have nothing for tomorrow. Fuck it. Yeah, bro, and see, like my first time doing this shit, I was like thinking of a way to like pull one of my blankets up here and kind of just having like a little shade block, but nah. But see, you wear glasses too. I'm about to say I can see pretty good. I can see pretty good. But you got glasses though.
For a Tigers first down.
Well, there was a blitz that time, and Langston Patterson almost got to Garrett Nussmeier. He had to beat the blitz with the throw. Not a lot of velocity on this one.
Not that one.
To Kyle Parker just in time for him to get 2 feet down.
11-yard reception by Parker. Barry Brown pulls the guy that they want to try to get into space. Patterson with the tackle.
Well, LSU only runs the ball 40% of the time, but on quick screen throws like that, that's basically an extension of the run game. Barry Brown, the transfer to Kentucky, is a guy they want to get the ball more too. Not just on go routes, but use his speed on screens like that as well.
See the rush offense and the struggles that they have had. Of course, 2 tackles from last year off to the NFL for that offensive line. Nussmeier, as he's able to connect past midfield to Barry and Brown. He was a huge part of the Kentucky offense in recent years. They will get more involved here, Jesse.
That's a really nice job, I think, by Nussmeier, anticipating this throw. Vanderbilt's blitzing him again. He's got to get rid of this thing before Barry and Brown comes out of his break. We talked about how they wanted to get number 6 the ball more often. Good job here, just taking a hitch. The ball's out now, and a good accurate throw right on the body of his intended target.
3 targets, 3 receptions. So they're delivering on what they say. Throws space again to Brown as he looks for the block from Nick Anderson and gets himself to the 40.
Yeah, good decision by Nussmeier on the RPO that time. They're kind of like a shortstop, right? You catch that shotgun snap, you're not going to hand it off. You got to spin it outside quickly before getting your feet set. It's like a shortstop turning 2 in baseball. We've seen a couple of these screen throws early now to Barry and Brown. He's a big part of the game plan early.
Here in Nashville, played at Kentucky, excellent in the return game as well. Already playing a big role on this opening drive. Here's Caden Durham. As Durham looks like he's going to be
that part of your
They've got to run the ball, and and they got to stay
what?
patient with it, Joe. I know you just pointed out that statistically it's the most rushing offense in the SEC.
Lights and shit around you. All those lights and shit, they're like a, you equip that shit on your dial and shit. Come on,
Oh. Yeah, that's the Bifrost Contrail.
Yeah, that.
Bitch, that was like the main thing I was using on everybody's shit for a good little minute until I started getting more of them hoes. Yeah, that Bifrost is nice. I ain't gonna lie. It's so cheap, bro. That bitch barely getting those.
Running back coming out of high school in this year's class. You're going to see Juwan Johnson. You're going to see Caleb Jackson. They go 4 deep in this Tiger backfield. All of them will get touches.
That's what I should have did, man.
I heard run by Barry, the 5-star recruiter, but thinks he's going to be a future star, just learning how to play at this level, especially when it comes to pass protection. They seem to stay in there and convert the first down. Nussmeier. What a time, and then there was nothing open downfield, so he's taken down like
Keanu Cook, the transfer from Alabama, is able to get this done. This, to me, really was a coverage sack. There was nowhere for Nussmeier to go with the football, and it's Coot outside just going to kind of fight and then work his way in to finally get the sack. Really good job on the back end by Vandy's defense, taking everything away from Nussmeier, now setting up second and long.
Juwan Johnson comes into the backfield with a quarterback recruit and a costly fumble a week ago against South Carolina headed into the end zone. 2nd and 13. The quick game again, and that's
really driving.
Thomas. It goes incomplete. And now here is the 3rd and long that you described.
Yeah, the drops have been the issue for LSU this year. Now their 17th drop, second most in the SEC. Now sets up 3rd and long. And this is where the pressure packages from defensive coordinator Steve Gregory and Vanderbilt are going to become an issue.
You like that?
Here in Vandy, ranked versus ranked at First Bank Stadium, and the Tigers facing a 3rd and 13 when we return.
I don't know what this nigga been on for
He
the
was
last
so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico, and since
But he should though, that's the
he presents to
problem.
you a bacon tart Monday.
This is not my set.
I'm just happy that he's having your 2 humbles to get covered,
I know.
which is why we also present to you I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese. Yeah, we're talking. Yes, we are.
Get more savings and service. Get more with Geico. Before you are Arby's new steak nuggets. It is a perfect piece of steak that has been cut up into nuggets. How has no one done this before? Arby's, we have the meat.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, get premium benefits and collection of luxury hotels for free on Capital Travel with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lager, cold filtered, cold packaged, mountain cold refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill. Sometimes in life, you just want more. Cracker Barrel's all about more. More flavor, more heart, more craft, more joy. So when you just want more, Cracker Barrel has all the more. All the more. Cracker Barrel.
Yep, see what I did there. Noted.
Oh shit,
wow. No comment. Okay, cut the tape.
Oh shit.
Cut it.
It's for nightmares, man.
Check out Joe's there.
Every time the usual stuff.
Alright, so, you're gonna tell me where we're going now?
Absolutely not.
Why?
that one ended up being that driveway for KD and I. Because you can move out.
choose all the new minis with the $5 duo or $7 trio.
Whose will be the most popular?
Who's dancing? For good. It's Wicked Night.
Spellbinding. Oh, I am melting.
Wicked Night on Dancing with the Stars, live ABC Tuesday. Welcome back to Nashville. We talked about Derek Nussmeier and the decision-making, some of the issues against Ole Miss here in a three-man rush. 8 guys in coverage, trying to throw it deep in over the middle of the field. 3 defenders around them. You got to come off that, check it down, or throw it away. It ends up being a big deep in Offense territory in their last game against the Gamecocks. 6-7, Green outside and tight and running a spin. He never sees the safety in the middle of the field. And throws it back right into the end zone. In a situation like this, you're on 3rd and long, not to get greedy if you're Nussmeier. It's not open. Check it down, throw it away. How about the field goal down?
11th play of this opening drive, and it's a 3rd and 13 coming off of the timeout. Here's Nuss. Gets it up quickly, and that was thrown behind into the outside of Trey Dance Green, and it's incomplete.
Wow, and that was a great job closing on it by Jordan Matthews, the Tennessee transfer, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana native on that 3rd down. They were bringing the pressure into the secondary back there. He's expecting the quick throw. You see how he just put his heels in the ground, Joe? He exploded out of that to go make a break on the ball. I think almost intercepted, really. Now along the field goal try. It was a pretty windy day out there.
It is. There is a breeze here in Nashville. It is Nuss. 48-yard attempt, number 2 all time. And he puts it through. Well, you got to put in perspective what this kind of a game is here in Nashville. We all know the long history of Vanderbilt and now the recent success. 7 weeks ranked in the poll. 7 weeks ranked the previous 65 seasons. Think about that.
There you go.
They're going for the first 6-1 start since 19.
He got me.
Very different
He's trying to fight with
Chase him. I'm just basically trying to get some XP. I'm basically trying to get some XP, do some questions, you know.
Jake Cutler game about 150 years ago, a Jordan Rodgers game a decade and change ago. This is different.
I don't got the chainsaw on the blitz mode, man. So, you know.
You gotta give Clarkley so much credit. He's in it for the long game. It's taken time. 2 two-win seasons in his first 3 years, and finally that breakthrough last year beating Bama. He's done a great job in the portal. He's done a great job on his staff. Completely different expectations of Vanderbilt now.
Had an interesting conversation with Coach Diego about it. Here's Richardson on the return. Trey Richardson finds a seam. Would you look at Trey Richardson leaving his way? 43-yard line.
Don't like tackling,
the
boy.
kickoff specialist who tackled him. And here comes Jesse, the brash, bold, dynamic Diego Pavia.
He's got whatever that it factor is. He's
losing this bitch today, Flossie. Pavia.
But his swagger elevates everybody else around him, and the story's been told, Joe. He's a guy a little bit undersized, wasn't highly recruited coming out of high school. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. All this guy has done here at Vanderbilt is
fucking Pavia, man.
Absolute game.
When you say a little bit undersized, a 6 foot, he's listed at
Even though on the field pregame, I'm going to say 5'10", maybe 5'9".
Now here he is. As Alexander will get the day started, just a yard there as we look at the impact players after the tackle by McKinley.
You just saw Cedric Alexander at running back. He'll do it that way. He'll do it catching the football, especially in the red zone. Eli Stowers is outstanding at tight end. Really plays like a receiver in his route running. Harold Perkins with his speed sideline to sideline, making their 3rd down package. And Mansour Delane, the transfer from Virginia Tech, he's the best cornerback I've seen this year on film. He is a shutdown guy taking one side of the field away.
Second and 9, jet motion, play action off of it as they set up the screen. This is Stowers against that LSU defense, Katie, without a star.
LSU's missing Rick Weeks. He has a high bone bruise on his right ankle. He actually injured it in the second half of the Ole Miss game. Finished that game, played through it against South Carolina last week. But it was was to the point that he was struggling to push the pedals on a stationary bike, so they had to shut him down. They hope that this rest can get him back healthy.
Without him, Devon Keys goes in, and the good news is he's a pretty good linebacker.
Yeah, so both
Weeks had a
brothers
targeting
out
foul
now.
early in the game against
Huh?
Florida. He
Both
stepped
the
in.
brothers out now, or they just one?
That's the one. That's the good one.
Yeah, he's been out there. They can still get this done.
Complete to Cole Spence, the other tight end, and it's a first down.
It's a really nice job of Pavia getting through his progression. He's going to have a drag route coming underneath this way here, and then the in routes coming right behind it. So that's the second read of the progression. How about the stretch from a 6'7" tight end? And he needed all that height and those long arms to reel that in.
That's Green at 6'7", and Cole Spence for
Hey, this ain't small down. He's tired.
19-yard catch for Vandy on third down. Reverse orbit motion as they will pitch off of it to Barnett. That's a whole lot of work to be knocked out of bounds by A.J. Halsey.
Really nice job by A.J. Halsey to transfer
They started
chasing this receiver all the way down.
Already.
This is a very clean tackle. Puts his right shoulder pad right between the 8 and the 1 and sends Barnett for
Halsey didn't join LSU until this past summer. Alexander, he is tackled for a loss. Ran into his own man and then
that's second best in the country. The big reason why, I think, is the legs of Diego Pavia. These situations, if no one's open downfield, he can take off and run. And LSU defensively, they've got to have a plan for that.
for 68 yards. Let's see if this line has 38. Pavia, that's a four-man rush. As he is able to connect with Stowers, his outstanding tight end, who sits naturally among tight ends in receiving.
Well, the first piece of this is an outstanding job on the offensive line, giving Pavia a really clean pocket to throw from here. Again, he's probably only 5'10". It's not always easy to see. This makes it a lot easier. Then you've got Stowers outside. Really nice route, bring it to the outside. And a great job throwing to his catch radius. That's two things on this drive to the tight ends having used everything they've got all of their length to reel it in. Really good work.
Stowers 6'4", great catch radius, 14-yard reception, first down, Brazil. To the line of scrimmage. Of course, last game, one of the big stories when it came to Vandy was what happened in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, Pavia had 2 turnovers, and it absolutely killed Vanderbilt in that game. One was a fumble, one was an interception in the fourth quarter. He's also thrown a bad interception early this year against South Carolina in the end zone, too. So, for the most part this season, Diego Pavia has been lights out. The decision-making, though, the turnovers in this area of the field has got to get better for number 2.
And it's going to be a timeout used by Clark Lee and the Commodores. They're on the march on their first drive of the game. Diego Pavia, 3 for 3 to start the day. We'll take a short break and be right back to Nashville.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Starbucks money too? They caught on drink Starbucks.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks, and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients have visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Carne asada is back in Chipotle.
It's our best steak ever.
Fresh, no bad stuff.
With garlic,
Cumin, coriander, it's super tender.
juicy. People love it. And it's so good with our new ranch chimichurri. You're going to want to put it on everything. 10 out of 10 flavor. These dishes just aren't getting clean.
It's like cleaner detergent. Really? I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus.
A little bit.
These pastas are completely.
But I already know the Wi-Fi gonna fuck over with my big one, so.
Plus, grease fighting power of dog. Great for
It's jumping. Hold on.
That's impressive. And it works so well, it even keeps your filter clean. Cascade. Welcome to the brand of safer pipes.
I brought drinks.
Whoa.
I found a pair of shoes that I like.
Yeah, then they fucked over me. Like I said, barely.
Saving at its best. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
Sonic Smasher and get a free large drink in the Sonic app this month only. That's one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher plus a free large drink when you order in the app. It's the QB1 of Burger Kings.
College football is presented by the Starbucks Coffee Company. So just the third-ranked matchup at home for Vandy. In the last 75 years, they'd win against number 13 Auburn 2008. You know what happened against Texas last year? Listen, they beat number 1 Alabama last year. Diego Pavia brings that swag. He spent time with Mark Lee, the head coach, yesterday. Said, we have a far better team right now than we had a year ago. And here they are at 5-1, number 17 in the country. Opening drive for Vandy. Joe Tessitore, Jesse Palmer, Katie George with you here in Music City. Second and 10. Opposite the right tackle.
Patrick Payne. And Bryce Henderson at the tackle decided to come out of his stance. He thought he had a for sure offsides call. And I think that's one, looking back on it, he should have just waited and stayed his stance. Patrick Payne tapping himself on the jersey right now saying, that's my bad. I got to lock in here. But that's sort of a self-inflicted wound that time. Bryce Henderson.
But 4 years at South Dakota, then grad transfer to Vandy, so he comes here with a lot of experience. Penalty makes it 2nd and 15. Pavia. This is what he can do, and he's got a lot of green space to do it.
Just that touchdown. No. No. Knee down. Come on now. Come on now. I fuck with him, but he ain't that damn good. Come on. Come on. Don't know. No. They're hyping it too much. That's not it. That's not it. That knee was down. That knee was down, bro. Come on now. Look, elbow down. Knee down before the elbow. Stupid looking ass people, man. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Touchdown on the field, but it looked as though he got tackled and his knee goes down there. And the ball is definitely short.
Stupid dumb ass people, man.
You can hear by my voice as to what I thought from all the way up here. And look, one of the officials on the far side put his hands up for a touchdown.
Exactly, like a dumbass.
I think it's pretty clear it's going to be first.
Exactly, like a dumbass.
These third down plays, these types of situations, at least in obvious pass situations, you've got to be ready for Pavia to take off. And that time, LSU, they got out of their gaps. They're running a little bit of a game and twist up front. Nobody in the middle of the field. And Diego Pavia, when he feels that, there is no hesitation. He was going to take off. You can see the kind of runner that he is. The twist is coming inside here. You're going to have two players just in this little tunnel right there. And you can drive a truck through that.
Video review. The runner was down prior to the ball crossing the goal line. left this game this week is you have to stop Diego Pavia from running the ball. A 20-yard run on second visit.
Now on goal line, we've got an extra O-lineman. We've got 6 O-linemen and 2 very big tight ends in Emmanuel Davey and Gabe Fisher. This is going to be a big jumbo look by Vanderbilt.
He is tackled at the line of scrimmage by Mathis.
Look at it now.
On the defense, number 90. 38.5 to go. Replay, first down.
That's Jacoby and Guillory, who had a big
About
stop
the Louisiana
earlier in the
team,
drive. That time
boy.
just lined
Fuck.
up in the neutral zone offside. Stays first down here for Vanderbilt. They're running all those big bodies out there on the field.
Gabe Fisher is the fullback. Squatting down in front of Cedric Alexander. First and goal. Pavia trying to do it on his own. They got to undo it and they say yes. Touchdown, Pavia.
Of course he's gonna get it now.
So 20 yards on a big second down run and 140 yards for the score.
Such an impressive first drive in the game here for Vanderbilt. You got to listen in on Clark Lee talking to his team pregame, right? What do you say? Jump him off the bus.
Jump him off the bus. He said game action and then response.
They go down the field, running it. Some big catches by tight ends. Spence and Stowers. Without some explosive plays, it's about as good of a start as you can have offensively for Clark Lee and Vanderbilt.
A 9-play opening drive to take the lead here on LSU. Last team to score an opening drive touchdown against LSU. It was Vandy last season. Diego
Hey,
Pavia.
well, I was trying to stay next to boy.
7-3.
I don't give a fuck if they taste like elbow.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network.
And it seems like that's what everybody be saying when something is tasting like a little too tough, a little too rough, or a little unusual in a way. I always say it's like elbow. Oh no. I remember that's what people was talking about who that was, when Popeyes came out with the fucking boneless wings or some shit like that.
That's all part of the AT&T guarantee.
Yeah, they go some shit.
America, are you singing Gas Droplets and introducing a song? Sing it! A song, sing! A song, sing it!
I can choose my seat.
That's how the song sing. Plus, extra leg room seat.
Yeah, now we can sit together on the plane.
Do we have to?
No?
I can't believe nobody's ever thought of this before.
Domino's Best Deal Ever is back. Get any hand-tossed pan, thin crust, or New York-style pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Your favorite pizza at our best price. It's Domino's Best Deal Ever, but it's not forever, so get it before it's gone. Only at Domino's. In a world where each smile can change a life, Smartsheet empowers Operation Smile to deliver much needed hope. AI-enabled workflows help them plan every step as they bring cleft surgeries to those in need around the world. From scheduling procedures to uniting caregivers, their network of kindness is able to bring happiness to countless families. Smartsheet, helping workflow bring smiles to life.
Sure. We triple stitch each pair of bean boots. And construct them with care up here in Maine. But this is when your bean boots become yours.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheese? I woke up and the cheese is coming.
She's an official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Getting Darian Mensah outside the pocket. Moves inside of Mason Curtis, but the other corner, Zeke Berry, is there and gets lost based on where the ball is, and Boston's able to track it down. Makes it first down and 10 at the 19, and Coleman will pick up yardage. Flag on the play. Denzel Boston, 5 catches for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns against Rutgers last week. Third is don't stop, so they'll block this game's legal.
What?
Jason Nickleby, your referee today. So you got to give this guy a chance if you're in the league. And then coming up next, it'll be the SEC on ABC as undefeated Ole Miss, number 5 in the country, facing top 10 Georgia. Saturday Night Football presented by Capital One. Tennessee taking on Alabama. Jesse, I think it's interesting to listen to Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss head coach this week, and talk about what it is to play at Georgia now for his program. Now, he's the undefeated program, saying that's a very big step for us. They're elite, then you play them there. That would be a very big one in defining who we are.
Yeah, and a big test for Trinidad Chambers, too, in that environment against the defense, lots of athleticism. That'll be fun to watch.
Nussmeier, he gets it to Johnson. Jawan Johnson able to split defenders and a stiff arm as the flag is down back at the 33-yard line.
Well, might be a hold on Trades Green, tight end out on the perimeter. Well, they had 2 tight ends out in front that time, Bauer Sharp and Trades Green. And Bauer Sharp, number 10, he's the one that's going to get called for it. I thought number 14 there had a bit of a tug on the jersey as well himself.
Ain't worried about
Good
that.
play design, just need better execution. They've been trying to throw these. Right, we know that LSU has struggled to run the football consistently this year. That's a big penalty, though, wiping out the explosive play.
Sharp getting a whole lot of jersey upon talent tonight. He goes ahead for maybe 2 yards tackle by Seager.
7 to run into. Vanderbilt's only giving up 90 rushing yards per game. They're very big. They average about 287 pounds across the board. These guys are space leaders. They eat up blocks. And they rotate in 4 big linebackers throughout the course of the game as well. So getting it established on the ground against this defense, easier said than done.
So Langston Patterson, linebackers, been dealing with an elbow injury, giving it a go today. 2nd and 12. Nussmeier back to pass. 4-man rush for Vandy. Goes underneath to Durham, and Durham is gobbled up right away.
Now you got another 3rd down situation. We see the pressure package. It was big substitution for Vanderbilt, and Nick Rinaldi, number 24 linebacker. He's one of our impact players. He's a key piece of this. He's very athletic at 6'3", 240 pounds, and they like to line him up in the game.
Excuse me.
Rinaldi has 5 tackles for loss, has 2 sacks on the year. This is a perfect spot for him to let loose. 3rd down and 10. And here he comes, but they pick him up. Nussmeier downfield and gets it complete for a first down to Varian Brown.
Really nice job by Nussmeier stepping up there. He felt the pressure coming up the right side by Miles Capers. It's coming here. And he just stays poised. He just works himself up, does a nice job getting his feet back underneath him. I got to say, Joe, I know the coaches talked about they think he's beyond the oblique injury early in this game. He looks like he's throwing it with a lot more velocity.
Now, here's the concern for LSU. Because obviously we already brought up the fact that last year Will Campbell, 4th overall draft pick, the other tackle Emory Jones off to the NFL. Tyree Adams is down right now. Tyree Adams, who is a starting tackle, and they feel like he's going to be really good down the road. But right now the medical team is out to see him.
Well, I think the issue is there already is a lot of youth up front for LSU on the offensive line. You've got Cohen Eccles, a redshirt freshman, already starting this game at left guard. They're starting right tackles, a redshirt freshman. And Tyree,
they taped him up at a full week of practice, but he was down on the ground a lot against South Carolina.
South Carolina's got one of the more dynamic pass rushers, I think, in the see it. Dylan Stewart, Brian Thomas Jr. Nussmeier was under the gun all game long, under a lot of pressure. And Vanderbilt doesn't have the raw pass rushing ability up front that South Carolina does, but you've seen the blitzes, and they can be creative, and they simulate pressure in some other ways.
DJ Chester is now playing left tackle. Barry on first down. He finds a seam and goes ahead for 8.5 yards. Tackle pursuit.
Well, it's nice to have the versatility of DJ Chester now in the line. Remember, last year he was their starting center, and then Braylon Moore comes in for Virginia Tech. He wins the starting center job, but they've gotten some valuable reps this year out of DJ Chester playing left tackle, and now in a huge game, in a position of need, he's trying to step up.
2nd and 1. Nussmeier's going to take a shot downfield, and it is batted away at the last possible second by Taylor. Barry Brown was trying to fight for the contested ball, and the flag is down.
That is such a good job by Colby Taylor at 6'3" at the back end, locating the ball and swatting it away.
That's interference on the defense. DPI, and it's a first down for LSU.
It looks like it was his right arm that got locked up a little bit with the right arm from LSU. I got to be honest, Joe, I don't see a whole lot there at all.
Let's bring in Matt Austin, our rules expert. Matt, what do you think of that defensive pass interference?
Yeah, Joe, I think it was pretty obvious that it was pass interference. The receiver's inside arm was being pinned down by the defender. That's a good call for the back judge. He's the only one that's going to be able to see that, so that's a good call.
That's a first. That's why quarterbacks always love me.
And Barry just dodged ahead for a yard that time. The ball was placed on the 35-yard line here. Final minute of this first quarter. Number 10 LSU, number 17 Vanderbilt. Mark Lee in his 5th season. Guy who's had such belief. Said, you know, there was victimization, apathy, lack that grows on an institution when you lose for so many years. Here he is toe-to-toe with the best in the SEC now the past couple of years. Barry on 2nd and 9, a very strong run in the closing moments here of this first quarter. LSU is on the march, but Vandy with a 7-3 lead. The SEC on ABC, presented by Starbucks, returns after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The Jimenez family are having battery issues. But a friendly AutoZoner tests their battery and helps them find the right Duralast battery to get back on the road.
8 dinner box, 8 wings, 5 breadsticks, 2 pizzas, 8 dinner box, 8 wings, 5 breadsticks, 2 pizzas, everybody wins. You get what you want, you get what they need with a big dinner box, only from the front.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie. Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
Popeye's $6 Big Box is back. 2 pieces of signature chicken or 3 tenders, 2 sides and a biscuit. One serious deal. And for this week only, get a Popeye signature sauce free with any order. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can simply arrive and make an entrance. Stick to the agenda or experience something unexpected. With IHG's 20 hotel brands, you can guest how you guest.
Our first Halloween together.
I'm not
baseball. Get ready to think fast and eat faster at Raising Cane's. With hand-battered and cooked-to-order chicken fingers. So grab a box combo and catch. Leave 10 pounds.
I'm Spencer Callahan. You're watching LSU on WBRZ.
We're on the sidelines with Brian Kelly. Brian, early sample size, only a few possessions. How would you describe your team's start?
Yeah, I want to establish the run. I think we're doing a pretty good job there. Defensively, we need to get out the field. Obviously, they made a couple of big completions in third down. Just got to do a better job in coverage. We're in zone coverage, and got pulled out of our zone. So do a little bit better there. And Fabio's a tough guy to contain. And quarterback drop, we're going to do a good job.
DK's LSU offense to open up this second quarter. Dustin being chased back, but he's able to pick up with Green. And into the end zone goes Trey Green. The entire Vandy defense got sucked up, and Trey Green went right past them.
Well, they used Damian Thomas, but they brought in from receiver to running back in the backfield, just running kind of a swing around here. They're going to see a lot of defenders go this way. Nobody keeps an eye on Green. Kind of a delayed drag route, and ZeroSpider just held the ball until the last possible second before getting into a 6'7" tight end. Who's been such a weapon for LSU in the red zone and in the fringe area, like what you saw right there.
24-yard touchdown for Trey Green. There's been so much criticism of the LSU offense, but you had the sense just being with them this week that they felt ZeroSpider is ready to really turn things around and have a very different second half of the season.
Yeah, and he's looking a lot better early in this game. Obviously, it's very, very early still, but there just seems to be a different confidence, especially in the pocket. I think he's throwing the football with more conviction as well. Seems like there's a little bit more velocity. He's driving the football a little bit better. I think the bigger key, though, not just ZeroSpider, if they can keep the run game going. We saw Brian to Katie earlier about trying to get that established and trying to stay patient with it. Kelly talking to his quarterback right there. It's important for them to have balance. That's the key to their success.
They run for a season high 166 yards against South Carolina last week. Carlin Berry, the true freshman from New Orleans, has had a few good runs early on here in this game. But moments ago, the dangerous 6'7" weapon with speed and athleticism, Trey Green, just went for the 24-yard touchdown. And LSU's got a 10-7 lead.
One of the interesting schematic things about Vanderbilt's offense is that they flip-flop their offensive line. They have a strong side and a quick side. The strong side always lines up to the side of the tight end. When the tight end travels, the strong guard and the strong tackle travel with them, and the quick guard and the quick tackle go to the other side. So linemen's playing both to the left and the right, and you don't see it very much in college football. It's very, very unique. It's something that Ken Beck brought with him through all his years in Pittsburgh State Division II. And it's really working out for them. I think there are a lot of advantages, actually, to this scheme for Alabama offensively.
And you know these niggas be drunk early in the morning, man, stumble over their words.
Let's get back to that conversation about Vanderbilt and what they do on the offensive line.
Well, I think one of the biggest advantages is that offensive linemen only have one assignment on every given play, regardless of whether you're lining up to the right or you're lining up to the left. I think one of the biggest disadvantages, though, is that you're constantly having to change your stance, and maybe you have different footwork, but this is very unique. The strong side guard and tackle generally are your better run blockers. Your quick side guard and tackle generally your more athletic line and better pass protectors.
12-yard run behind that line from Alexander. First down, Vandy, play action. Diego Pavia trying to find an option. And Then he'll just burn it on the outside as it was Devon Keys chasing him. But then they go to the inside with Young, and M.K. Young takes it out to the 41-yard line, tackled by Keys.
Well, it's an offense that used a lot of jet motion. It's not just a distraction, but they're trying to create gaps laterally in the defense that they can run to and that they can throw into as well. They've done a really good job of that. Tim Beck, he doesn't just have the offensive line flip-flopping thing, but the use of motion pre-snap makes it very difficult on defense as well.
Randy leads the nation in offensive efficiency under the direction of the play caller, Tim Beck. Third down and 6. Pavia. Pressure off the edge, but he gets to the outside of Harold Perkins, who tries to chase him, and Pavia strides out for a first down. Man, is he quick.
Wow, and he didn't beat the blitz that time with a hot route or a throw. He had 2-3 rushers coming at him. He had Woodward coming out here. He's got Perkins coming right here. And Pavia just shows his quicks. He's able to break the contain, and there was no hesitation. Actually outruns Perkins, one of the faster linebackers in all of college football. Pavia showing off that athleticism.
Jesse, we have done so many LSU games during Harold Perkins' career. Everybody in the conference will say he has elite speed. He can chase down any player in the SEC. Pavia just went for 7 yards and a first down. As this is Alexander who tries to muscle the nose of the football towards midfield.
I think one of the hard things, too, when you're trying to defend Vanderbilt is in the run game, there's such a volume of plays. There's zone plays. They pull guards.
Bogey snacks on his dick.
Triple option with wide receivers, quarterback runs, jet sweeps. You're seeing all of it early in this game. And I think for LSU and Brian Kelly, it's so much to get your defense ready for. And that's just the run game when you take on Tim Beck, Diego Pavia, and this offense.
Sidearms it to Stowers. And his excellent tight end will move the chains again.
It's a nice play design because they're faking a bubble screen to Junior Sherrill, just trying to influence the eyes. We got Sherrill over here doing this. Everybody goes there, but nobody focuses on Stowers. Just a nice job here. You think it's getting spit outside wide? There's a big zone, a big hole for the tight end to sit down into.
Stowers, who played with Pavia at New Mexico State, followed him here to Cashville. And they are cashing in with this team. 5-1. Number 17 in the country. Pavia. He's going to run it again. As he gets to the 31-yard line.
I think Harold Perkins is going to start slowing down a little bit off the edge. That's twice on this drive now. He is screaming right here, coming in, trying to get that handoff. Pavia just holds on to it and breaks the contain. You've got to cage Diego Pavia. To do that, you've got to rush under control. You're right about Perkins, Joe. He is so fast, but you can't be out of control against this specific quarterback.
You're descriptive there, Jesse, of caging Pavia. That is critical now. You're seeing how costly it is if LSU doesn't do it on this drive. 8th play of this drive for Vandy. Alexander probing against that defensive line as it appears he will have a first down, tackled by Blow.
And that time they're running behind the strong side of the offensive line. We talked about strong versus quick. The strong side are your better run blockers. And their strong side guard, number 50, Chase Mitchell, is 340 pounds. So when you need runs like that in short yardage, that's the side you generally want to run behind.
13-game starter a year ago. He started this year. Didn't give up a sack last year, Mitchell. tackled for a loss before he goes ahead for 2 yards. Tackled by Patrick Payton.
It was Ahmad Bro. He did such a great job. Great jump off the ball. He didn't make the tackle, but he completely blew that up in the backfield. We talked about Bernard Good not playing. And to me, they had a lot of big-time players come into the portal. Nothing bigger to me, though, than Bernard Good, USF transfer. He's probably been the most disruptive player inside, not just against the run, but in pass rush as well. So his backup's now Ahmad Bro, doing a really nice job there.
If Bro was recruited as a linebacker, but they bulked him up to gain 40 pounds. Gooden is a dynamic defensive tackle they don't have today. 2nd down and 8. Avia. As he goes with the shadow cross to space again inside the 10. Looking to hide Hermel's way to the 1st and goal over Aaron Perkins.
Great job by Spence that time, waiting until the very last possible second. He's out here blocking against Jack Piper, and then he clears it, and he literally does almost hurl Harold Perkins. He's 6'7". This has been a tight end early in this game. Vanderbilt's tight end, Spence and Stowers. Trindez Green, we've already seen with a touchdown catch as well. Really highlighting that position. Both of these teams have got great athletes.
Bill Spence with a 21-yard reception. 1st and goal, Vandy. Newberry gonna test right tackle side, but he cannot stiff arm his way past Cooley.
Man, that is such a good open field tackle by Cooley, the NC State transfer. I've been really impressed watching him cover people, but in the last 2 games, he's missed a tackle that resulted in a touchdown. So it's really good to see that if you're LSU on defense. The redshirt sophomore making a nice stop in the open field.
All the transfers who have helped out LSU upgrade, especially the defensive backfield. Marcus Cooley, big move from NC State. He's been a big surprise. 12th play of this drive for Vandy coming right here. 2nd and goal. Speed option. Oh, he doesn't pitch. Instead, he tried to go for the goal line and came up
AJ Halsey, number 13, the transfer from Houston. He came flying from the other side of the hash mark to make that play. And Halsey's there to clean it up at the very end. Now setting up 3rd and goal and another big set here by Vanderbilt. Because of a substitution by Vanderbilt, it gives LSU an opportunity. The referees are holding the play to allow Patrick Payton back on the field.
A.J. Newberry is the single back here on 3rd and goal. Tommy going to try to do it on his own. And it looks like he was stacked up and he is marked short.
Wow. Jacobian Guillory, number 90, and Westweek, number 33. They went high. Everybody else went low. They were able to stop them. And now another substitution, an extra offensive lineman for Vanderbilt here on 4th down.
All the big bodies are coming in. Clark Lee, 4th and goal, didn't even hesitate. Extra offensive tackle, 2 fullbacks, and Cedric Alexander. They are 5 of 6 on 4th down this season, 83%. Here's a 4th and goal, home against LSU. Alexander straight ahead is in. 4th down, touchdown.
Don't you love it?
Alexander.
There wasn't name of the play on our team.
The center, Jordan White. Locked up with Walter Mathis right in the middle, number 53. He's able to clear up that space for Cedric Alexander. Great effort. Now his 9th total touchdown on the season. That leads the SEC. Offensive coordinator Tim Beck. High fives all around for the offensive side.
Oh, I forgot he got my this stupid shit. I think you go in this telephone booth right here, you change your appearance to go for this.
By the way, the officials are now reviewing.
Okay, so it gives you all that dope.
If he did cross
and you can call players, what the fuck, that is. he got this as the spring.
Just watching that replay angle there, I don't think this is going to take very
that's
long.
dope. That's dope.
See the initial stop right here by Weeks.